All right. Hello, good morning, everybody. I hope all is well in your world and also in Facebook Landia. Let me just make sure that I'm streaming here on Facebook. Okay, great. Which I am. Wonderful. I got you. I got you here. Welcome. And I want to just let you know that wherever you are is absolutely perfect, and what you're here for is absolutely perfect. I know that we have people who are like in for Descend, and then we have the people who are here on a guest pass. And I just want to say thank you for being here, and I want to let you know who you are for me. But first, I'm going to tell you who I am. So my name's Leah Rose, and I'm the founder of the Global Turn On. And this was the Worldwide Women's Circle. This is a program that has been our project, a global project that has been happening for the past 5 years. And we specialize in global events that bring the ancient techniques of energy and healing and women's circle, or circle in general, because we're opening up this conversation to be more inclusive. We use ancient techniques and we bring them into the future. So my background before I started leading a global movement, which was an accident, kind of. I mean, it was in the listening, and it was in my listening that I discovered this vision or this idea or this creation that I had that wanted to be birthed through me. And without knowing what it was, I said yes, I jumped in, I started creating, and that is really what I'm going to share with you, because I have since then worked with facilitators from all over the world, coaches, healers, business owners, women, men, and we all need this conversation. So welcome to Descend. This is an inward journey. And again, I want you to begin to arrive here and listen to the words that I'm saying. It's important that whatever you're doing right now, or that in the future, if you do decide to join us, that you aren't driving in your car and listening. You are taking an hour out of your day to consciously be here. Because what you are trying to create in the world, it needs your attention. And you only give that attention, you only create that space when you are focusing on it. Like you are intentionally focusing on what you want to bring into the world. So I just want you, and I understand that my words, I'm a transmitter, I'm an energy worker, my words will catalyze you. So if you feel that, you feel yourself starting to get triggered, or you feel your body activating, just see if you can be with it and allow the process to happen. And I promise that I have your highest good in mind. So who you are for me is you are global leaders. You are the leaders that this world needs. You are the women who will be the spark for changing the world. And I see you as powerful beyond what you know is capable of, what you are capable of. Right now, you can't see it, because chances are you are maybe really productive, but if you find yourself rushing around, well, let me back up a little bit. Okay, so Descend came into being through the desire for Global Turn On to support facilitators, coaches, creators, artists who are who are creating amazing things. And I know for myself, I grew up very masculinized, and many of you have too, where you are trying a little too hard. A lot of us creatives, we struggle with being in the masculine world and trying to make it in the masculine sense. Make it, right? Be successful, make money. And so what we end up doing is we become slaves to our to-do list. And when you have, while our to-do list is important, it's actually not as important as taking the time to be with your creation, to sit in the frequency of your creation. So every time you come to class, you are taking the time to sit in the frequency of your creation. And I know this is important work for you all. So I'm not trying to shame you because you're doing. But I am inviting you into an inward journey. Rushing around from meeting to meeting, sitting stagnant in your seat on the computer on Facebook, scrolling. It's totally unproductive. And it keeps us disconnected to our bodies, to our feelings, and to our trust. And we're filled with this sense of urgency. And I know, Kiki, you are in Hawaii, and where it's like things are really slowed down. They're like really into the feminine there. They're slowing down there. But here, like I live in the Bay Area, everything is moving all the time. And there's a sense of urgency. And I can't tell you how many people I've worked on or with that carry the sense of urgency in their cells, in their nervous systems, right? Our bodies are treasure chests. Our bodies are our treasure chests. They hold our memories. They hold the beliefs that we have. And they also hold the timing that we move. 4 years I ran the Worldwide Women's Circle, and I was like, why are my people feeling so burnt out after the circles? And it really came down to they were trying to do it in this masculinized way, in the way that society has taught us. And in my journey in leading a global movement and creating my business from the feminine, I have learned that the more that I let go and the more that I allow, the more when I allow and let go, money comes to me. People come to me, connections come to me. I can't tell you how many times I've gone, for a hike, and in that time had 2 sales come through or 3 sales. There is a connection to bringing the feminine into the work that we do. Feminine timing. So what we're going to do today and how I think this is going to go, again, this is kind of channeled. This is new. Some of you may have, especially those of you that have done Sacred Badassery, may notice that some of this information is the same, but it's not the same. This is an intentional container to create a vision for yourself, something that you've wanted. I know that it's there, something that you've wanted for yourself, and have it happen in real time, because that's what I'm good at doing. I'm good at helping you create in real time, but creating in a feminine container, which does have to do with doing, but not before your being. So let's take a deep breath. So I'm here to help you be more effective. I'm here to help you receive on a deeper level. And you're going to learn how to listen to yourself, because I already know that you have everything that you need. You have all of the wisdom inside of you. And we're just here to get you reconnected to that power. And you're going to get really connected to your feminine integrity, which is internal. It's knowing what you're here for and like understanding that who you are is this creative vessel that's here to bring this creation out into the world. I can't tell you how many people that I interact with that are amazing, brilliant women that do not have the confidence or the courage to bring their gift out into the world, to bring their offering out into the world. That's why that's another reason why this space was created. I'm just going to make sure that people, let's see if anyone has anything to say here. All right. Nope, looking good. So the invitation is to create a vision from start to finish. And you're going to do that in 2 months, right? Yeah. So October 27th is our global movement called the Global Turn On. And it's really about, again, bringing these ancient techniques and energy healing into the future. So we're going to connect with people all around the world on the same day, people doing what they love. And some of you have signed up to lead already. I think we have maybe 10, 11 leaders. Some of you have signed up to be a guardian. And if you're a guardian, then we're gonna help you be a guardian. So you don't have to know exactly what you're gonna bring, but the invitation is to do something that you love on that day. For some of you guys, it's gonna be facilitating. For some of you, it's gonna be circles. For some of you, it's gonna be praying. For some of you, it's gonna be art. I want you to do what you love rather than like this obligation to anything, because you are not obligated here. Not here. You are invited to step into this container, but you are not obligated to step into this container. Go ahead and just take a nice deep breath. I'm going to be recording the first 2 sessions of this live and online. And after that, we're going to be going into the Thinkific realm, which is an online portal. So it's okay if you can't make it 100% to all of the dates. What matters is you take the time to go through the exercises to make the space. I cannot stress how important this is. Keep breathing. And I'm just beginning to slow myself down and my voice down. And just listen to my voice and allow yourself to sink in. So I'm going to turn off my video and I'm going to start the channel. We'll probably go for about 20 minutes. And so what you need to do is start to, again, just continuing to arrive here, getting into your body, listening to my words. You don't have to watch me. So I'm actually going to help you out with that. I'm going to turn off the video and I want you just to listen to my words. And I want you to see if you can find a comfortable space. And we are going to get started. And then afterwards, I'll take sharing or questions. So if you have questions, no worries. We'll get to you. Okay. This is the global turn on. Close your eyes and just begin to breathe. Breathing into your body and letting go. And this isn't a place where you have to have it all together. In fact, allowing yourself to fall apart will only help you. Breathing in and out. Feeling into your body. Noticing that you are a space. Noticing how you feel today. And I just want you to notice. Notice what's going on in your body as we're having this conversation. Bringing yourself into the present moment, into this moment right now. Just get in your body. Allow yourself to sink in to shamanic space. That is time outside of time. You have a voice within you that is always supporting you. Can you listen? As you breathe, you feel the space arising and feel like something big is coming. Will you allow? And allow your breath to rise and fall. I want you to notice that when you get present, how do you feel in your body? What's going on in your body? Do you feel tired? Do you feel the weight of the world? Have you let yourself tune into your body lately? Take a big breath in and exhale. See if you can give it some sound and some space. Good. Again, breathing in. And I want you to imagine yourself feeling really safe. In a safe space. In your safe space. As you breathe, feeling safe. As we begin the descent. And the descent really begins when you land in your body and begin to slow down time. Signaling to your cells to release the sense of urgency and come in to the space of time in between time. See how you yourself can drop into this space. You may need to let go of something. Maybe your mind is running a million miles a minute. Just say hello and take a breath. So finding yourself in your safe space. And now I want to invite the vision of where that safe space is. Where is your safe space? Allowing the vision to come up. Imagining that place for you. Where is it? And taking a look around. walking around in this safe space, this place. Getting a sense of where this place is, because you're going to be coming back here. Especially when it comes to envisioning your creations. So there's a creation that is longing to be created by you. There is a vision that is longing to be created by you. It's going to show up in that space. Allow it to show up for you. Allow the vision of what you're going to create to show up for you. And then be with it. Notice how it shows up. This is what you're going to be making space for. This creative vision is what you're going to be making space for. Now, it may not be what you think it's going to be, but I want you to see it, say okay to it, say thank you, take a breath. And now you're going to go back to, you're going to find a place that you can be quiet for just a moment. And I'm going to ask you some questions. You have a voice within you that is always supporting you. Can you listen? You feel this space arising and feel like something big is coming. Will you allow? You are discerning between the voice in your head and the one in your heart. Which voice will you listen to? You see some behaviors there that don't serve you anymore. Will you go to work? You feel the pull to the feminine. Will you show up? Will you say yes to this vision? Will you say yes to this vision? Will you say yes to this vision? Okay, good. Bringing yourself back into this present moment. You're saying thank you. Thank you for the space of vision. Take some nice deep breaths. And I'm going to give you some time to journal. I hope you brought your journals. But while it's fresh, what came up? What did you come up with? What was the vision that was showed to you? What was the vision that was shown to you? If there's symbols, there's going to be some time to unpack that. But write down what you remember about what showed up in this space that we just created. So what just happened? Actually, I'm going to give you one more minute to write that down. Okay, good. So what just happened was that you just gave yourself the space to communicate with yourself what wants to come through you. Now, for some of you, it's not going to be like super concrete, right? But some of you might know exactly what you want to do, what exactly you want to focus on. I'm going to assert that, or invite you, excuse me, to bring that vision to descend and create that vision and be with that vision for a period of 2 months where you take the space to work in a feminine way on this vision. So you're going to create a project. If you do decide to join us, you will create a project for October 27th. And your choice to participate in the global turn on, I should say, is optional. It is optional. But we use the project and we use the distinctions of feminine leadership behind that project. So you work on that project, but in the actions that we take in feminine leadership. Now, I'm trying to put into language what this is. It's a journey. It's also, there is a lot of mystery around it because you don't know how it needs to turn out. In fact, the more you let go of control of having it look a certain way, the more the more this project is going to open up. You know, I've read the end of this book. I know how it goes. And that's why I can sit here and say, you don't need to know. You don't need to know right now. But what I want you to do with this is to sit and be with it. Like right now in this module, we are just for the next week. I don't want you to take any action on it except for to be with it. I just want you to be with the vision that you had. You can journal about it, you can write about it, but if you give it attention, it begins to seed life. Yeah, I got some yeses here. I'm checking on Facebook. Yes. I should also say that this is totally counterintuitive to how we would see creation play out in a feminine or in like the real world. You know, it's going to be like listening and tuning in and sharing and community and feeling. These are all concepts that we will go over. Also, we will begin to tune into the lower lips, pussy, because she's got something to say about it, and chances are you haven't been listening. So here we are. I'm curious, does anyone have any questions? Would you like to come on and join me? I can take, if you're on the webinar, you could just raise your hand and join me. If you have any questions, you can post them in the conversation box. Kiki says, a big yes for me. That's awesome. Kristen says yes. Kat says yes. That's awesome. Yay. So, questions. What was your vision? I'd love to have you share what your vision was. Lots of moving and dancing here. Yeah. What was your vision? If you'd like to share. And maybe this vision wasn't fully formed yet, and that's okay. What was the vision? What was it that isn't fully formed yet? That's the important part. What did you see, feel, hear, experience? Okay. Yay. All right, well, we're coming to the end of this. And one of the things I'm going to support you with as the facilitator of this thing is I'll be here to help you create this vision from the feminine, but also to be a support for you, to hold your hand, to stand for you when you're not feeling like up to it. My students will tell you I'm pretty good at that. And I'm here to hold your hand, really, to walk beside you and to cheer you on. And you know, this will require you to do stuff at home. The biggest homework that you have for this week is the place that you went, your safe space. I want you to recreate that out in the world. Ooh, right? Interesting. So if you're like, for me, my safe space, I was on the beach. I was on the beach. In the back of me, there was some, like some greenery behind me. It was warm, and I was like walking on the beach. And I think I even know where that place is that I could go. So your homework is to go recreate that place and then come back here. Next Wednesday, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be doing a different module. It's going to be energy and embodiment practices. And we're going to get in touch with the voice of the lower lips. So let's see, Kimberly says, mine was a 6-month inclusive program of soul retrieval that works with archetypes, release of ego, descent into the heart through embodied experience and education, shamanic and otherwise. Wow. Holy crap. I mean, that was a vision that was gifted to you through the feminine. Like, that is what is your heart's calling. You got to follow that. So beautiful. I want you to stay with that and go your homework if you choose to accept. This is only going to superpower what you're up to, is to go to a place that is similar or has the same feeling as your safe space. You're going to recreate that in the world. Like, there is a real place that exists like that. And then I want you to do some tuning in and being with that vision. Now, I notice I am not saying to go create a to-do list, nothing like that. The first part of this is to practice being. Practice being with it. See what comes up. See what comes up for you. This actually might scare the crap out of you. If you were to tune in and take some time, you may be really scared, or you may be like, oh my God, yes. So however it is perfect. And I just want you to start to tune into what's going on in your nervous system when it comes to your visions and your creations. Because if it's scary, or if it's overworking your nervous system, there's some next steps. But I just want to know what's there. We're basically digging. We're going digging. I will take questions. If you have any questions at all, I'm just going to check here the Facebook page. But with that, I think we are complete. And feel free to share what came up for you, what the vision was like in the Facebook group. And here we go. Yay. All right, so we're going to consciously complete. I want to thank you all for being here, and just say that I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for being global leaders. And here we go. The journey of descent has begun. Talk to you later.